Right, I'm going to show you how to do the Blinds2Go perfect fit installation, and these are duo shade. That's what that one looks like, done. I'm going to got another one for there and another one for there, and this is what they do. You can pull that down like that at the top as well, so you can have it where you like it, depending on where the sun is. So you get a box like that with however many you've ordered. We've got 3 to start with. So the only things you're actually going to need is a Stanley knife and a credit card, and they'll come like this. So each individual one's packed like that. So use this label to find out where the sellotape is, then just cut across there, and be careful not to damage the blind. Once out the packaging, this is what you get. So you'll have 2 heights like that with slots in, and this piece here, and that's just to protect it. Just take that away. So where that is, that's the bottom. So you turn that over now. And what they don't tell you is these come bunched up in a knot, so you've got to undo these knots, otherwise you will not be able to open this. It won't open, so you've got to undo those knots first. So all you will need to do is gently pull this apart, look, to undo it. It'll all come apart like that. And then there's a further knot in there. So don't go get any scissors out or anything. This will just pull like that. Apart. And that is it now. And that will now loosen off. So same on this side. Pull that apart, and you're left like this. So leave that side as it is. You don't have to undo that one, leave that alone. But take each piece, look, make sure it's not tangled around the corner or anything. Just pull that free, like that. Same with that one. And that's it. That is all freed up now. That will come apart. Right, so when you've undone the wrapping, this is what you get. So you've undone the knots. This will now spread to pieces. Spread apart like that. And if you look at this, you'll feel the shape of this. There's like a lip on there. So you lay this out, so there's a lip there. And then that will go in there like that. And see this bit here? This lip here has to go in like that. So just push that in. Like that. And that lip is over this piece here. So you don't have to worry about these wires or anything, as long as they're free, like that. And this is the top. So this needs to sit over that ledge like that. And try and sit this as well. Move that bit out of the way, sit that on top of the ledge like that, because that's where it's going to sit when it's done. And again, this corner needs to get pushed in. So that needs to go into there. And this lip needs to go on this side here. So I'll do that now. Just with a bit of force, that's it. Done. So just move that to that end. Then you want this piece. And it's a bit more springy now, a bit more elasticated, so you have to try and get this corner in here. So get that one in there. Just start it off and then come to this side. And it might feel like it's stretching a bit, but don't worry about it. So once you've got that in position, again, make sure that lip's over there. It's a bit stiff to push it in, but just persevere. Same with this side. Just make sure that lip's on this side of that. Just push that together, make sure that one's in. And inside the packaging you'll get 4 of these. And 4 of these. So take these to the corner and they just simply push right on. So lift that up. And it just clicks into place like that. So you do that on all 4 corners. When you hear that click in. Might feel a bit strange because of the handles. It's rested on the handles, so this is all being sort of pushed up, but don't worry about that. So your bottom is where that label is. And there'll be stickers there with your sizes on. At the bottom, and the same at the top. But on the top is where these knots are for the string, but just leave them. Try and tuck them away like that, out the way, because the tension should be right already. The way to test that is to stand it up and then just try and move the blind up and down, and you'll see if it's right or not. If it's too loose, you might need to undo those knots and tighten them up again a bit further down, but it should be okay. So there it is, stood up together. And just to test the tension on this, I'll just move this up and down, and that's fine. It's not loose or anything, so the tension's fine. So you don't have to fit all those knots at the top, it's okay. So back to your windows. Take these 4 brackets with you. Give the windows a good clean. So you need to get right in these corners. Make sure there's no insect crap or whatever dirt in there. And just give the whole window a real good clean. Because once that's on, it'll be harder to clean it. So just give it a final good clean. Right, so get a credit card. Put that right in your corner. Put that there. Take one of these. It has to go like that. So that way round. So you put that to the top of your credit card. And then you just need to shove that in. Like that. And put your credit card back. Make sure it's right. So that's a bit too low, look. So just pull that up a little bit. So you can fit your credit card in. So there you go. Push that in. That's that. Alright, that's all 4 in. Just make sure you do it. So this tab's here and the flat bit's gone inside there. And that's your rubber there, look. on the inside of your bead for your window. Right, so bring your window through, lift it into place. And then just hold that there, and that wants to be locating on top of that tab. That's it. Same with this side. You might need to just bend it in a little bit until it clicks in, so that's it. That's it done. And same with the bottom ones. So just hold that into place, get it straight. Just clips on like that. And then this one, again, just clips on there like that. So when you put them in, and when you start operating this blind, it might seem a bit cockeyed at the top, or it might feel a bit loose. You might be able to lift it up and down. So all you got to do is this bracket, just slide it so that bit there goes right up, and the bottom one will go right down. See, that's kind of in the middle, so it's giving it a bit of movement. If you just shove that down, you won't have that problem. It'll make it nice and tight. And same that one. So what I'll do is just use this. I've got a marker pen, and just shove that down a little bit. There. Not on that point, but on this point. Just shove that bracket down a little bit, and it'll just make it a bit tighter. That takes away any play in that window blind. And obviously when you're operating it, you want to be applying force like that, not going at it like this or like that, because it will just make it all go cockeyed. So nice and even when you do it. The beauty of these is you can have it going up or down, but they are total blackout blinds, so you can adjust that to suit. And yeah, looks pretty good. Quite happy with them. Right, so all you've got to do when you're measuring for these is measure them in 3 points. So left hand side, and again in the middle, again at the right hand side. That's for the height. And for the width, same again. So you measure the top, the middle and the bottom, and you should have a similar sort of size, but go for the smallest size, and that's what your size is going to be for top and bottom for the height and the width. And remember, you go in from this point right there, and maybe you'll have rubber like we have, but this is like ours. So you're going from the point of the rubber to this side of the rubber, and same with this way. And that should give you the right size. And don't panic if these come and they look a bit too big, because they're sitting on top of the actual glass, remember. So these will be a bit wider than what you've measured. So don't panic, just put them together. Also, you don't need to worry about handles for doors, like we've got one here, look. That does not interfere with the blind at all, so it still works fine. And I can't see there being a problem with the window handle here neither, because it won't cover it, so it should be fine. In order to make sure you get the right brackets, which are these, what you do, you just get a credit card or whatever, put it on the face of your window like that. Get your tape measure, put it on the glass, measure that. So we've got 22. So that's what we put down. And we got the nearest equivalent sent to us, which is 24. And it is stamped on there, look, like that. You can see it says 24. And as you can see, when it's on, there's no gaps or anything, so that's worked out just fine. Even though we've got a handle there, we could have one on this one as well, be no problem, because from this point, it overhangs by 22 millimeters. So that's just enough, and it'll sit there fine, and it won't interfere with this handle. So when we put one on there, it'll be fine as well. So I wouldn't worry about handles or door locks or anything like that. Should all be fine. Right, the reason we chose these blinds is really, we didn't want any screw holes or any holes drilled into the windows. We didn't want to touch the windows. So this was our solution, and it's worked out really well. Because you can have these literally wherever you like. So if the sun's blazing through, you can raise this up, or you can have it at the bottom, whatever. But they are total blackout blinds, these ones. So they're really going to do the job. If you've got an awkward shaped room or a bay window like we have, and you don't want a curtain pole going across or anything like that, it's a good solution for the problem. So this is what they look like from the outside in daylight. And there's kind of a silvery finish to them, if you can see. Deflect the sun, I suppose. And that's what you can see from the outside, the brackets. In case you're wondering, these are plastic, that bit's metal, that bit's metal. Like a rubbery finish there. This top part's metal. These blinds themselves are like a papery type of texture. And that's what it looks like on the inside. So there's your glass unit, obviously, and that's what it's going to look like. But in all, I think it looks really neat. It's a good finish. This is what they look like from the outside at night time. And we noticed last night that it really seemed to keep the warmth in the room as well. Made a difference. So that's a good thing. Rising heating bills. The colour of blind we went for is called Arctic White. So it matches the frames pretty decent. As you can see, there's lots of different whites, but that's the one we went for. So that's without a blind before. And that's with the blind after. So it really is a nice neat finish. And if ever you decided you didn't want the blinds at a later date or anything, then it'd be easy to just pop off there and the gasket would just spring back probably, or you could take the bead out and push the gasket back into place. It's not going to leave any holes or anything, so really nice neat finish. See, that really doesn't stick out that much at all. So just make sure you get the right size brackets for the depth of the window frame that you've got. Measure it with a credit card. And yeah, order online. Do it yourself. So hopefully this video has given you the confidence to measure it yourself, because you really can save literally hundreds of pounds if you just got the confidence to measure yourself and give it a go yourself. You really don't need anyone to come around your house and fit them or measure them for you. It's pretty straightforward. So that's the finished result. We're really happy with it. So now we can go ahead and get the sides done. The reason we haven't ordered them yet is we paid a little bit extra for the guarantee because we wasn't quite sure if they're going to fit properly as we measured it ourselves. But it was bang on, no problems. So next time we order, we can order the side ones without having to worry about mismeasurements or any problems, because we know it's going to work just fine. Great stuff. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been a bit of a help to you. Cheers.